Yeah, so this year so far, this boxing year has been ups and downs, it's been hit and miss so far. Well, first let's start with the hits. Of course, obviously we had a few super fights happening. Of course, we had also a couple of undisputed champions being crowned. Yeah, both at lightweight and light middleweight or super welterweight. Well, first it was Germán Charlo who knocked out what's his name, Castaño. Yeah, that's right, Brian Castaño. That was in May, right? Yeah, in May. And then, yeah, May 14th. Devin Haney, he beat George Kambosos, who captured all four major titles. Yeah, that's right. And that was pretty I mean, he had only one to begin with. Now he's got four. Wow. And yeah, I mean, there have been a few very exciting fights, but on the downside, I think guys like Eddie Hearn and other promoters haven't exactly done their best to give us the very best fights. Just the the fact that we had that sad spectacle not so long ago with two washed up fighters who have been beaten, well, who nobody really is interested in anymore, except their most ardent fans, of course. Um, they Chisava, of course, talking about Kubrat Pulev and Chisora, Derek Chisora, and yeah, that was like sold to us as a main event. Come on, it's really I was disgusted. We had to listen to all that garbage talk from Chisora. And the guy should have been retired by force, for heaven's sake. I mean, after all those poor showing, like especially the last time against Parker. I mean, come on, who can he really hope to beat now? What can he hope to achieve now? Really, I don't know. Yeah, so I think they have been really like not being so serious there, because if you cannot make a big fight, a big car right now, then don't try to make it just to make money, right? I don't. Nobody wants to see that, right? So yeah, I mean, the whole thing about also these unnecessary rematches taking place. I mean, like Joshua versus Usyk. I mean, come on, nobody really seriously believes, except for guys who really love Joshua. I mean, I don't think even Eddie Hearn believes that Joshua can even beat Usyk this time. But still, yeah, they make that fight all right. For the big money, of course. And where do they put it? They put it in Saudi Arabia, right? Yeah, that's right. to a non-boxing country where really how many people there really follow boxing. It's like just a small percentage, I'm sure. But it's all about the money, of course. Yeah, it's all in the money. So I don't know. I mean, what's gonna happen now? Uh, of course, you have this another sad spectacle is about to happen is Golovkin versus Alvarez to three. That is really just. I mean, even though Triple G is still has some of that beast in him, he has really struggled against Derevenchenko, for instance, and also in the fight against Murata, who is I believe wasn't that prime anymore when they fought. He took a lot of leather in that fight, you know. So, and we know he cannot really knock out Alvarez if he wasn't able to in the first two fights. Then how the hell is he gonna do it now? Because Alvarez can't take a big punch, all right. And he's not that easy to hit with something really solid several times in a row, especially. Yeah. So that's another rematch. I mean, yeah, a rubber match. That isn't really something that we want to see because we know it won't be an equal fight anymore. You know, like in the first two. Because one guy is still in his prime, the other one is not simply, and there is like 8 years difference. Also, yeah, but they just make it because of the names. I wish these promoters would just stop focusing on the names and instead give us the fights that they, know will deliver. Because you cannot just always have two big names like, and because those fights are often stinkers. Everybody knows that by now. Super fights often turn out to be real disappointments. And why? Because both guys have too much to lose, right? So they don't go all out. They don't really engage it that much. They just stand there and box and play chess. Nobody wanna see that, in a fight like that. If you wanna see a chess match, you go to see it, on TV, right? A chess game, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that's and then of course that eternal craving for a big welterweight fight with Crawford and Spence. I mean, it's really a shamble. It's really a disgrace that that hasn't happened yet. And instead, who did Crawford fight last? It was Kell Brook, who hasn't been very relevant for quite a long time, and Sean Porter, who also has already lost to uh, Spence and Thurman, yeah, and Kell Brook also. That was some time ago. So we don't wanna, we wanna see, of course, Crawford fight Spence, but who knows when that will happen? Of course, I don't think it will happen in the nearest future. Anyway, maybe next year. I hope so, but who knows when? Yeah, so that's I really don't. Now this month is really stunk, and June hasn't been that much better, but July has been terrible when it comes to boxing. I believe the only big fight that we had was that one between Opetaya and Briedis. So that was pretty much it. and all the others happened either in June or in May. May was very good. Had most of the biggest fights, best fights. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, because of the situation, Ukraine and Lomachenko, and one of the biggest stars, hasn't been able to fight enough anyway, but he is back now, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so that would be all in a nutshell. Thank you all for watching. See you. Bye.